What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the NBA Journalist YouTube channel. Today, we're doing something different. We're doing something a little bit interesting today. So, I think I gotta start this off by explaining a couple things. Around about mid last year, I kind of realized that I wanted to talk about the NBA media more, talk about the NBA more seriously, talk about it more in kind of a deeper lens and like analytically, blah blah blah. So I started writing in this notebook. As you can see, it says 25, 26. It's also really dirty, and in it, around July last year, like I said earlier, I started writing stuff about each team, kind of doing little bits, kind of like the lineups, stats, notes, expectations, and questions. And I thought, what team could I talk about in this notebook that I've written in this notebook? And I think there's no better team to talk about today. I can't even show it to you because I don't think my camera's good enough to pick up the actual image, but we're going to talk about the Atlanta Hawks, essentially. Now, I want to preface this that this was written on the 10th of July, 2025. I want to see if I can show it to the camera. Excuse my handwriting. I'm also Australian, so the month comes after the date. So 10th of the 7th, 2025. It says 2024 there, but that was an accident. So I've got the rotation, which back then, this is what I thought the rotation was going to be. Just Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Risachet, Jalen Johnson, and then Porzingis. Then I had Noor, Bit Crazy, Luke Kennard, Asa Newell, Okongwu, Buffkin, and Moge. Like that rotation stuff, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like a rough thing. I've got some stats like Trae Young averaging 11 assists, Jalen Johnson stats, blah blah blah, nonsense. What I want to talk about is the notes and then my kind of expectations and predictions, and then let's see how far off was I at the beginning of my kind of journey. I don't know if I want to say journey, but like beginning of delving deeper into the NBA. So my first note that I had was first team in a long time that actually makes sense around Trae. Loads of big wings, defense, etc. I think I was pretty. I think I was optimistic. I was more optimistic about the Hawks. You'll see it as I go along in this video. I'm very optimistic on them. And I thought, they had kind of not put the right pieces around Trae Young to succeed. And I thought they finally had kind of done it. I thought a Trae Young, Dyson Daniels backcourt works. Trae Young's obviously not so good defensively. Dyson Daniels not so good offensively, so it kind of they help each other out. I thought Risachet was better than he was going to be. Jalen Johnson, I didn't think there was going to be such an incredible jump, but there was. So that's another thing. And then Porzingis. And I like the Asa Newell get. He hasn't really played much this season, Asa Newell. But I just thought that this team made sense. Made more sense than it did years prior. Like athletic, long, fun. That's what I thought they were going to be. Now in hindsight, they weren't. But, I like to think I wasn't too far off with that. It's also not really a take. It's just kind of an opinion. So I guess that is a take. Then I wrote, my second note was pick and pop between Trae Young and Porzingis should be absolutely lethal. I said Porzingis is a respected three-point shooter. I don't even think we saw too much Trae Young and Porzingis minutes regardless. They played 47 minutes together. Oh my lord. Hold up. Let me show you guys this. Wow. This is the tiniest sample size, but in 47 minutes, 130 defensive rating. They only played 47 minutes together. That's insane. I think Trae Young got injured late October, early November, and Porzingis just never really. Porzingis net rating wasn't too bad, but that is disgusting. So we could say that's a bit of an L from me, because I said it should be absolutely lethal. Porzingis is a respected three-point shooter. He is a respected three-point shooter. Let's go have a look at Porzingis, what he's shooting on this season. Third note I had was actually good. Sorry, if you see me looking down, just know I'm looking at this. Third note I had was actually good at the defensive lineups, which, you know, not too bad. You know, you could have ran a lineup of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Reece Shea, Jalen Johnson, and Porzingis as your last possession. We need a stop lineup. Or you could have ran Noor, Daniels, Jalen Johnson at the 3, Onyeka at the 4, and Porzingis at the 5, which both I think would have been amazing defensively. I don't know if that's aged well or not, but good little point. The team won't fall off drastically when Trae Young's off the floor. Now I like to think this is a success because when Trae Young was off the team, the team got better. So, and this video is in no way trying to, you know, bring hate to Trae Young. I literally have a TikTok with like 50 something thousand views saying a point guard who averaged 23 and 11 is less valuable than a 3-and-D wing. You know, so I'm a Trae Young. I own a lot of Trae Young stock, I'd like to say. So I guess that one aged well. I also have something here that says JD jump. I think it might be DD jump, which would be Dyson Daniels, or Jalen Johnson jump. Which, if it's Jalen Johnson jump, then did I cook? Because that guy's, I'll give you a little spoiler, he's all NBA second to me. So then I just have little like dash points, right? I've got Noor. I thought the signing was excellent. Most improved player easily. Thought he'd be even next to Trae. I thought that him, Trae Young and Nickeil Alexander-Walker backcourt would be amazing. Then I said, Reece Shea jump. What does it even look like? Let's go back. Let's go see what Reece Shea is doing this season. Zachary Reece Shea is averaging on this. Oh, can you go away, please? Averaging 9 points. He finished second in Rookie of the Year last season. I think that's something people forget about. He averaged 9 points. Well, he's averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, about a steal, 46% from the field, about 38% from 3. He's not bad. He's just not sophomore, former #1 pick bad. Good, sorry. Like, I think I don't really know what people expected seeing his game. Oh my god, look at that Mitchell Robinson block. But definitely not the jump I was expecting. And what does it look like? It doesn't look good. It looks like he's confident. He doesn't have any confidence. Basically all shot attempts are down across the board, percentage-wise across the board, except 3-point percentage and field goal percentage are exactly the same. So I don't know. He's a very interesting player. I think he might just be a confidence guy. I don't know if I want to say he's still like acclimatizing to the NBA, but he's a bit of a weird case for a player. The next point, before we get into my expectations and questions, I guess my expectations, is potential to run Onyeka Okongwu plus Porzingis lineups to go big, and then I put in underline, I have lineup versatility. I'm not too sure if they played many minutes together. I might let me check that real quick. Let me check it. So when they did run it, it was really good, but didn't run it too often. And then he's in Golden State now, so maybe a little 5 out of 10 actually. So now to my expectations. I said easily, in my opinion, should be a top 3-4 seed in the East. They're the 5th seed right now behind the Cavs, so I think pretty good. A lot rides on whatever sickness Porzingis had, he's beaten. I think he's beaten it? I actually don't know, but he struggled with it for a lot of the year, and then I think he got injured. He had something with back spasms and then this illness he was dealing with. We actually didn't know what it was before, but now we do. It's POTS. What else we have? I said this was my expectations. If I'm being optimistic, I could see this team being top 10 in offense and defense. So I think you guys can tell, like I said previously in this video, I was really optimistic about this team. I was super high on them. Let's go see if they actually are top 10 in offensive defense, because I'm not too sure right now. So I wasn't too far off. They are currently 13th in the league in offensive rating, 9th in the league in defensive rating, and 11th in the league in net rating with a 2.7. So you know what? Might be my best take so far. That was a Hail Mary of a take, but a good take so far, because I don't think you asked anyone at the start of the season if you thought the Hawks would be top 10 in offense and defense, anyone would say yes, but hey, I might be the only one who thought that. And then I said, which I guess could possibly make them contenders, but I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't classify them as contenders right now. It's kind of a rule of thumb. If you're top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense, you're a contender. So we'd say they're kind of in the outside range of being contenders. And then for my last little thing I had here, it was Trae Young Dark Horse MVP. That clearly was I guess that's the whole point of being a dark horse, but I'll take the L on that one. That was pretty bad by me. I think it's really interesting to always kind of go back through these, because I don't really have I don't have recorded evidence of all these takes that I can kind of watch back through and look at. But luckily I have some teams on here that I can use to kind of make a little video here and there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and please subscribe. Go check out the Twitter, NBA Generalist or Leo NBA, and go check out the TikTok, NBA Generalist, all underscores. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.